And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, one away. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Misses inside, and the count is 2-0. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball left side. And that'll do it. It's the Twins nothing, White Sox coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, David Festa. What do you look for here?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Miguel Vargas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
No strike.
Festa measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Fastball for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Tosses to first, and Benintendi is out. Held in check here, scoreless after one. Back here on the south side, here's Royce Lewis. Pitch misses there, ball one.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Out to center. Robert hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. And a bunt towards third. And safe at first, the bunt single.
He saw the infield playing deep enough to drop down that bunt, and it paid off for him. Nice execution. He put that ball down the third base line where he knew it would be a tough play. Took advantage right there. Very smart move.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And that one
1-0.
cutting but missing down low. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. And there's a strike. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it. There's two away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So two down now, and here is Matt Wallner. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Way out front for strike two.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Two outs. That one not close. And the count is 1-2. Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a ball and two strikes. Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back. If she tell me don't leave, I tell her.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Andrew Vaughn now. Festa back to work. That's in for a strike.
0-1. Ball, no.
That's a slider for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Late swing, foul to the left. Second inning here, no score. Just missed Dice with 4 runs batted in his last game. Next offering is downstairs.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
One down, base is empty. Back to the mound, he's got it. To first, out. 2 up, 2 down. And here is Sosa to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. So here's Bader now. Just missed. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Man at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. And another ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now that's second base.
This is Willie Castro. Flied to right his first time. Hit weakly on the ground. Vaughn throws to second for 1. A 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Fastball almost got him there.
1 ball, no strikes.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That one hammered, but pulled foul. On the ground to third. Over to first, out. And that'll do it. One left for Minnesota, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fastball is outside.
2-0.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Lewis on his way over, puts it away for the out.
Batting in the left fielder, Michael Taylor.
And the batter now, Michael A. Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
1 ball, no strike.
1 out, base is empty.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Larnach. 2 away now. And next to him for the Sox, Jacob Amaya. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a pop-up. Miranda in position. Nabs it. And the inning is over. Back at right field. And here comes Carlos Correa. That clips the corner.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next pitch is downstairs. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Ball 1, no strikes. Buxton, a former Gold Glove winner, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Out to short, Amaya. Zips it across. He's out. That takes care of Buxton. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing across here this half. And midway in the 4th, no score. Here on the south side, John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Miguel Vargas. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
2-2. Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And now here's big center fielder Luis Robert. And he takes a strike. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Snaps it to first and barely back in on a dive. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. And that's a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Benintendi to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back. And forget it. He sends one out the opposite way. That's his 99th career homer. It's 3-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now here is Andrew Vaughn. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He swings and fouls one off. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one inside. Ball 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. Wallner coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Line drive, base hit, and it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Now it's going to be Lenny Sosa. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Man at second. That clips the corner. Movement in the bullpen. Cole Sands getting loose out there. Cologne warming up as well. Ball to strike. The pitch. Popped up right side. Brings it in. The throw into second. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Perez back to work. That one missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hard hit right side. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Up the middle, Sosa. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag. And now Bader up to the plate. Doubled his first time. And there's a ball.
That's too low.
Wallner leads off first with one away. Next pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and a count 2-1. Ground ball right side, could be two. On to second, they get one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Trevor Larnach. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's down and away.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. The White Sox leading by 3, and we're at the top of the fifth. And misses inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they'll do it again. Two outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's the second baseman, Willie Castro. 0 for 2 in this one. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation.
No
That's an
strike.
automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
2-0 to count.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Double.
The other way. And foul ball. There's a strike. Two on, two outs. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the White Sox 3 and the Twins nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Cole Sands.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Mike Tauchman, 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one finds the zone. Strike one. That one the other way. Correa whips it to first.
He's out.
And a quick out, number one. Here's the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor. First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
2-0.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Now here is Jacob Amaya.
No.
And ball one. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And
Ball,
that
no.
misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls. No strike.
Just
no.
missed. And there's a strike. Late with the swing there.
Full count.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first.
Got him.
That's
an
it out.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So the lineup flips over. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. He is struck out and he is walked. That's in there. And that is strike one.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. That's the inning. White Sox add one on the solo shot. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Miranda. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out. He makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Just missed.
2-0's the count.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that ball is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 4-2. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the sixth. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Buxton in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now the catcher comes up to him. Brian Jeffers. That one missed. Outside low, and it's 2-0.
Ball.
And there's the automatic. And a strike in there.
Full count.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. So here's Robert now. That's down and in. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. And that one is downstairs. Now 2-0. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Benintendi needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Man at second. Fought off foul.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Robert leads off second with nobody out. Ball one there. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Pickoff move to second. Robert dives back in. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, wow. Nice play. And very nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. That one fouled off. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Wallner makes the catch. Runner tags from third to the plate. Save. It's 5-2.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And up next for Chicago, Matt Thaiss. And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Gilbert.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Matt Wallner digs in now, 1 for 2. Tapped out in front of the plate. In time to Vaughn. 1 up, 1 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Harrison Bader now at the plate. Gilbert goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. And that misses.
1 ball.
And
no
that's
strike.
ball 1. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2-0.
And there's a foul ball. Two and 1 now. Popped up Sosa. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach. First pitch, and he just misses. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike on the outside. And it's 1-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one hit to right. Tachman has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Stewart.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
White Sox making a move for a pinch hitter, Nick Maton. In the dirt, and it's 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fastball is outside. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Larnach makes the grab, and there's one down. Mike Tachman steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that one is inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Liner, base hit. So up next for looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Brooks Baldwin, a runner on first with 2 gone for him. Stewart picks over, and he's back in easily. That's through there for a strike.
0-1.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the... Staying in the game on defense, Nick Maton. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Also entering the game, Brooks Baldwin. He's in at shortstop.
Now at shortstop, number 27.
Bryce Wilson will take over here. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Number 47.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. 0 for 3 in this one.
Mama always told me.
Bunting for a hit. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in, Jose Miranda. 1 for 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Baldwin snags it for the second out. Now Correa up to hit. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Danny Coulombe. So digging in, Miguel Vargas. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Yeah, that's outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Robert now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Strike.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart. Pitcher's going to play off of that. Especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch
Ball
misses. The count now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's
Full
off
count.
the mark. And now it's filled up 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the.
Runner on the go. On the ground at first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Now back, the designated hitter, Andrew.
Benintendi up here.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
And that one fouled off.
Ball 1.
Foul ball there.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One and two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Vargas, the lead runner, out at second. Robert at first with no outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The next offering misses. Now 2-2.
Full count.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Right through there for a strike.
They need a strikeout. And you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. He boots it. Here comes the manager out of the... Yohan Duran taking over on the mound.
They need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, Dominic Fletcher. Now, Matt Theis outside, and that is ball 1. And another ball. That one in triple digits.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Larnach under this one. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home, but it's offline.
Well, it's the 3rd run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Nick Maton will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. And that one fouled off. Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. Now into the game, Corey Lee. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 26.
Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Wilson back to work. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. And that misses. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, center field. Robert under it. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
2 outs. Inside. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. No. 2-1.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fastball for a strike. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.